What's up, y'all? Noodle Time, episode 74. Here we go, as Fabiano likes to say. But hey, so Foxtrot is not with us tonight. He is in Venezuela enjoying his Christmas vacation, as some of y'all may have seen via Twitter. So, we're going to do a little different tonight. We're going to go old school. Going to bring my boy Herman in here tonight with me, bro. What's going on, man? Welcome to the Noodle Time.
I'm hungry, OSG. I'm hungry. I came to the right place.
You did, bro. I mean, we got a lot of information. It's been like 3 weeks since we recorded an episode, so we're just going to run through a lot of information that I'm sure a lot of y'all heard about, know about. We'll give our opinion. We'll give the little details. Maybe you know something new. Maybe you don't. But, welcome to the show. But
I
Herman,
know
bro.
the listeners are hungry too, man. We're gonna do a short, sweet recap of all the offseason moves for all of our teams. It's gonna be a great episode, OSG.
That's Dash and Dynamo. So, yeah, it's going to be a quick, breezy one. So, enjoy the air. I know it's a little hot in Houston right now, but we're going to give y'all a little bit of a breeze. But, Herman, before we even start, bro, El Dynamico, man. Give a shout out to your Spanish version going on. What's up with that right now?
Yes. So my buddy Sam and we cover the Houston Dynamo for Foxtrot TV in Spanish. Same platforms as Noodle Time. Our preferred platform is YouTube. You can find us on Foxtrot TV. That's the channel. We do the recordings in Spanish. We call the series Dinámico. You can find us on Instagram at Dynamic Foxtrot. And you can also find me on Twitter at El Dinámico _GB. So, looking forward to providing content in Spanish in 2024 and just helping Foxtrot cover the team that we all love.
And bro, like you said, YouTube's been having a good following with the video views, and like you said, it's on every platform too, so you can do the audio version. But you and Sam have been killing it on the Spanish version, and guys, we're bringing it on both sides of the globe right here. You got your English and you got your Spanish. So y'all boys over there, y'all keep it up, and I enjoy when we get to come together and we get to do this thing right here. Like a couple weeks ago, you joined me and Fox and did an episode with us. But this is old school right here. This is Dynalytics. I feel like
That's
sometimes,
right.
but
That's right.
let's go El Dynamico. But you know what? All right, so we've been BSing enough. Let's just get straight into it and let's just work with it. So we're gonna start with Dash tonight, and then we're gonna get into Dynamo, and then we'll close you out, of course. But straight into it. Sarah Loudon. Sarah Loudon obviously is not with us no more, but she's been working her butt off, and she finally got her USSF Pro license that she's been working very, very hard for. And to say you get your USSF Pro license, that's the top of the notch. That's the last level. She can coach any professional team, MLS, NWSL, international. It's the highest, bro. And so shout out to her, Sarah Loudon, just freaking balling and doing what she can to be the best she can. And I hope she finds a place soon. I kind of, just from following her Instagram, kind of feel like she's might have by now, but she hasn't said nothing. So we'll see. See.
Yeah, no, this was coming. It was only a matter of when. We all of us that listen to this show, we follow Sarah closely. Some of us were hoping she was the new manager. We knew that this was the hole in her resume, and she was gonna make sure that she checked that box. Sadly, it didn't work out for both parties, but I'm happy for her personally. When she took over as coach, she killed it. So I'm excited to see where she ends up, truthfully.
And when you look at it from an outsider, we understand where Sarah's coming from. She's been here since 2017, I think it was. And like if you're at a level where you can't go no more, then like why do you want to be there anymore? Like you just feel like you're kind of stagnant. So don't blame her. I hope she finds a great position and somewhere to coach. It may be an assistant coach, it may be a head coach, but whatever. We'll be rooting for her 100% of the time, unless she plays the Houston Dash. Then she's got to go down. But we'll root for her. But that also leads us into the head coach position for the Houston Dash right now, bro. Like, we've been given 2 dates and we passed post both dates where we were promised not promised, they would like to have a coach signed by this or announced by this date. We passed both those dates, dude, and it's just starting to get a little bit annoying where we haven't announced our frigging coach yet. We're doing things and making announcements, and it's just getting a little bit annoying.
What's more annoying, and this is just a personal take, is Alex has time to tweet, but we haven't hired a coach. You know what I'm saying? Um, she says via Twitter that there's a plan to have faith in them, but every day that goes on, I grow a little bit more skeptical. I don't know about you, OSG.
No, it's the same, bro. Like you said, because and I I know Dynamo and Dash, they don't leak their information out. So for somebody to find out they hired the coach, it's not coming from the Dynamo or the Dash side. It's going to come from an outsider who knows the person they got hired, or blah blah blah. But yeah, you promised a December 1st, then you promised a December 15th, and then like you said, she's on Twitter. Granted, it'd be the early mornings, like when she wakes up and she's getting ready for work or whatever. She's on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and again, it doesn't take long to be on Twitter and answer questions, so that's not going to really keep you from interviewing and looking for your coach. But at the same time, yeah, she's on Twitter and answering questions. Like, when just give us a definitive answer. Like, we hope to have a coach. Well, I mean, I guess you can't because you promised 2 dates and you passed both dates up already. So what the heck is going on? We could start our own rumors. There's a guy from Barcelona who's coming to the NWSL. Is he going to Washington? Is he coming to us? Like, he better be
And,
coming to us. How long it's been taking you to get a coach? Because otherwise, the coach better be a damn good one if you're not getting that name like that.
and that's what I did want to say and lead into. One, shout out to you and Bayou City Republic for reaching out to Alex on Twitter, hoping to get a direct answer. So shout out. Second, what are the names you've heard, OSG?
No, no names, bro. No names.
And
No names.
that's the frustrating part for me, right? Like, I wish we had names to share with you, the listener, but we can't find any. That's the problem, right?
And the go to is Theo Lloyd. Theo Lloyd hasn't even posted anything, and he's good about keeping information to himself unless it's
Mm-hmm.
like guaranteed information. And if the Dash tell him like, hey, wait till December 23rd to say this, and he'll wait till December 22nd to say it. So where the heck is our coach? Time is passing by and things are happening, you know? Yeah. So let's find our freaking coach. Alex, if you're listening to the show, we do love you. We trust the process 100%. But uh, hello, are you there? So, but all right, let's move on. So at the same time, though, she did. And hold on, before we even go there,
Yeah.
like, I've even heard like a rumor like we have our coach figured out, but we're not going to announce until everything's finalized. And that's where, like I said, like, we're not going to say nothing, but somebody that knows, i.e., Herman was hired by the Dash, somebody that knows Herman might fucking slip something out.
Right.
Yeah, well,
OSG's gonna tweet something out. Yeah.
yeah, nothing's been slipped out at all. So what the heck? But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, Alex is still working. Let's work on the coach, but you know what? We'll give her a little pass, well, 1 day pass, because she did re-sign Bombi and Maria Sanchez to a 3-year contract with a 4th-year option
Yeah.
to stay with the Houston Dash, which is it's killer for me. I love Maria, and it was just ecstatic to make sure that she stayed with the team because she's a freaking baller, bro. Even though the year she had, but you know me, and from listening to the episodes, especially blame it on the damn coach and the style of play that we had. Maria's a baller. She's ready to play. We didn't use her properly. She still did decent season, but here now she's here to stay and she wants to be here in Houston. Obviously, 3 year, 4 year option. Like I mean that says a lot. And so, ah, dash TFO dash the fuck on.
And you touched on the sporting or the on field aspect. I want to touch on the business side or the off field aspect of
Okay,
this
let's hear
extension
it.
because this is historic. This is both a historic extension and this is also a statement extension. This to me is essentially the same thing the Dynamo did with the HH signing because 4 year fourth option, like you said, $1.5 million deal. OSG, I
Let's
believe
not
that's a record
let's not quote 1.5 because Alex also mentioned that too, that it is not 1.5 for 3 years. So we do not know what
for
the
four.
details. Yeah, well, 4 years an option, so we're not going to count that one. She did say it's
Okay.
not 1.5 for 3 years, so we don't know what Maria is getting paid. That news has not leaked, and she tweeted it and said it is not 1.5 for 3 years because one of the news stations or whatever tweeted it and she corrected them like it was a record. It was a record deal. It is not a record deal, which
Okay.
is
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate that correction, but it's still a long way where Maria started. 14K a year.
Oh yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
NSWL, this is massive, bro.
yeah. Regardless of what she's getting paid, it was massive for Houston to keep Maria
Oh,
Sanchez. Yeah, and you know you just get Maria Sanchez, who is a I'm not gonna say a Houstonian at heart, but she enjoys the community. She gets out there and she does the interview. She goes to Texans. She gets around the city.
mm-hmm.
She just plays the guitar in Spanish and sings Spanish in her own living room for you. She's enjoyable to watch, and so thank God that she is returning to the Dash, and we look forward to what she can do with this supposed new coach that might sometime come to the team, and we'll see what it is. Once we get the new coach, then we can try to figure out what this new coach might do with Maria. Till then, we can't figure it out. But I hope she's in an attacking position, not a midfield winger position where she's defending a lot and not up high enough playing the ball. She needs to be up high. She needs to be putting those crosses in. She needs to be taking all those defenders with her ninja like skills with the dribbling and just going there. Defending, nah. Attacker. Attacker only. But any other last comments on Maria?
No, Bombi stays.
Bombi stays. Thank God. All right. Well, so also before the expansion draft, we went and signed Belle Breed from the San Diego Wave, who has been in the league for 2 years. She was a first round draft pick. I believe it was the 27th draft pick for the San Diego Wave 2 years. We got the third round pick in return. We got 60K in return, and we got Belle Breed. And all we had to do was give up Sierra Ing. And all we had to do was send 50K to Utah Royal, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
We gave 50K for Sierra Ling. So we didn't give up none of our own money. We didn't give anything of our own. So that was kind of like a, great deal. Great deal. Belle Breed, though, she only played 7 games and got 1 goal last year out of the 22 that the San Diego Wave played. So that's obviously going to be a reserve role. We got Sophie Schmidt still. You got Andres Alves. She's a midfielder, by the way. You got Andres Alves. You got Sophie Schmidt, and we don't have Vigiano no more. We don't know if we got Shea Groom. So Sophie Hurst is a popular player that came up last year as a rookie. So I expect Belle Breed to be one of those backup reserve roles and nothing special. So nice that we got a signing, but yeah, nothing to be hype about. We didn't give nothing up, and we got a player in return. We got a third round pick for the draft that's coming up. We got $60K to help for if we want to go buy somebody else. So it's a win-win right there. I'll take it.
Yeah, and as fans, we care about the players, and in this case, thankfully, both of them care about us as well, and they have a message for you, the fans, Joel. And thank you, social media. It's an awesome day and age where they have a platform. Thank you for the past 2 years, H Town. Will always hold a special place in my heart. And then, Cam, I'm so thankful for my time in Houston. Thank you to the fans and organization for making me feel at home. I'll forever cherish the friendships and memories that I made there. So they enjoy,
So what?
and that's a common theme, right? Everybody loves their time in Houston, dude. Everybody loves their time in Houston.
So what Herman's talking about right there with Joel Anderson and Cam Tucker is before the expansion draft even happened, we were able to trade Joel Anderson and Cam Tucker to the Utah Royals and to the uh, Bay FC to protect ourselves from the expansion draft so that those two teams couldn't steal a player that was unprotected from us. And that's what he was leading into right there. Belle Breed also posted on Twitter at the same time saying she's ready to be a Dash player and get involved with the community of Houston and ready to explore Houston at the same time. That's where I thought you were really going, but yeah, you jumped ahead a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But like you said, we were able to trade Joel Anderson and Cam Tucker. Joel Anderson, she got a lot of playing time this year in that attacking role, but now that you have Andres Alves, she goes back to the backup role and she finishes the backup role, and I just don't know what she can do. So she was a piece that was valuable, and somebody accepted her. Cam Tucker, she's a good forward, but we have those attacking pieces. So again, it's a piece that somebody looked forward to their expansion team, so like they could help her out. So gave us protection. We're not losing nobody important that we couldn't protect from the team. So boom, special moment there. So good work on Alex Singer's end to protect us. So moving forward, we got the 2024 schedule format this year. So a little bit different. So we typically have the Challenge Cup within the NWSL season. This year, we don't have the Challenge Cup. So the Challenge Cup is only going to be one game. So it's going to kind of be like if you watch the Premier League, it's going to be the first game before the season starts between the champion of the Premier League, and then shoot, I don't even know what the second team is. Maybe the champion of the
FA
FA
Cup.
Cup. Yeah, the FA
Yeah.
Cup. So what this one's going to be is the champion of the NWSL and the Shield winner. And if they're both different, then they'll just take the next best. So this year, obviously, there
Hmm.
was two different because San Diego Wave were the Shield winners, and then who was it? Was it Lorraine or somebody
No.
different? I forget who the
Yeah, they
champion
beat San
was.
Diego in the final. No.
Did they beat them in the? Yeah, they did beat them in the
I.
final. So the
Yeah.
Challenge Cup is going to be on Friday, opening weekend, and I didn't understand the wording correct because that's opening weekend for the NWSL. So San Diego will play OSL for the very first game of the season in the Challenge Cup on a Friday night, and that should be the first game of the season. The Dash will play on the Saturday afterwards. By the way, games will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this year, all throughout, and there's a lot more platforms that the games will be on as well for the season. Speaking of the season starts on March 16th with the two new expansion teams coming in. We now have 26 games up from the 22 games, with the two expansion teams being added in, Bay
Nice.
FC and Utah Royals. So that's going to be exciting that you get it's 13 home games now instead of 11 and 13 away games. So you're gaining two more games now. So more games to go to. more games to get 4,000, 5,000 fans at, unless y'all decide to get off your butts and go watch the Dash play, which is exciting soccer. So quit being slackers. There is an NWSL break. Hey, right? Can't disagree, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there as much as I can. Friday night games are gonna suck since I live 2.5 hours away. It'd be hard to get off work and get to the game on time, but we'll figure it out, and I'll be there as much as I can. Dynamo and Dash. But during the middle of the season, NWSL will take a break between July 15th and August 18th for the Paris Olympics, which means all the national teams will take their players over there, and whatever players they decide to take, guarantee it'll be Maria Sanchez and Diana Ordonez. We'll obviously go from Mexico to the Paris Olympics, but at the same time, the NWSL will not be taking a break. They will be taking a break from the NWSL regular season schedule. They're going to have kind of like we'll call it the Leagues Cup, because they are going to play, all NWSL teams will play with international teams, and the international teams have not been confirmed or even leaked yet to who the international teams are. It could be teams from Mexico. It could be some teams from across from Europe. We don't know who it's going to be. That is the date when Europe is in off season. So it could be Houston Dash, Tigres, Barcelona. We don't know. So don't quote us on that, and don't be tweeting that we said that's what's going to happen. But they haven't told us who the international teams are. So that's going to be kind of exciting. And it's going to be here, so it'll be all home games if you're hosting an international team. So you could be looking forward to playing Dash versus Tigres in at the Shell Stadium and get to enjoy that game. And unfortunately, if you get that one, Maria won't be here for it, so she'll be mad.
OSG, in your opinion, looking at world football, where are the best clubs for women's soccer? Because I asked that question because Liga MX teams, they've invested a lot of resources recently, and they're very competitive. Um, where does NWSL stack up to European teams?
No, I think NWSL is top three,
Okay.
and and to tell you the truth, I really don't know the answer to that question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, WSL has been taking some of our players, but at the same time, NWSL has been taking some of their players. So
Yeah.
and WSL is still new, and England women's soccer is still growing, and then
Right.
NWSL has been here a lot longer. I definitely do enjoy watching Manchester City women play, and Bunny Shaw
Mm-hmm.
scoring hat trick after hat trick after hat trick, and they're just fun to watch. But I enjoy watching the Dash too. But they have more teams than NWSL, so that may be the difference. They're more spread out in talent. They have more options, but you can't go wrong. Look at Austin Villa with Rachel
Right.
Daly and now Salmon. Granted,
Right.
Salmon doesn't get to start, but Rachel Daly does, and Rachel Daly had a hell of a year last year. So it's hard to tell. And then Liga MX, they're feminaz, or however you say it. You don't hear too much about Liga MX with the women's side of soccer at the same time, but it'll be competitive, man. I think it'll be
Yeah.
it'll be
Liga MX, what they've done, or the trend that I've seen for women's teams, is to invest in the best Latin American players and bring them to Liga MX. Then some make the jump from Mexico to NSWL.
yeah.
But it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I asked you that question because I'm curious to see who those teams that we do play in that tournament will be.
Oh, I'm curious too, bro. And I'm excited for
Yeah,
it either way, and I'll be
for
there
sure.
for them. It'll just be fun to watch, and like you'll be like prestigious names coming to here. But if it was on the men's side, you'd be like, damn, we're gonna get our ass whooped. But no, it's on the women. It's on the women's side, so we'll probably bring it to them. So I guess NWSL is still more prestigious. They just don't have enough teams yet. They're only 14 teams now, right? or
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
With
14.
the, yeah,
Yeah, 14 teams now. So still got work to do, but in the NWSL, there's more going on. But I can't complain about the women's soccer league and the Super League. Sorry, the Super League in England, which is doing great, and those teams are playing each other and kicking each other's butts, and it's there's a lot of parity going on over there. And to continue with the NWSL season, so now that we have 14 teams in the league, they're they decided to up the playoffs to 8 teams make the playoffs. So no
mm.
buys, straight up 8 teams make the playoffs and fight it off. And the title game will be November 23rd. So what you doing on Thanksgiving? You're watching the you're watching the NWSL championship, bro.
Mm.
So,
Better than watching the Lions, you know.
well, I think the 23rd. I didn't look at my calendar, which I guess I could do right
Maybe,
now. It's
yeah,
probably a
maybe
Saturday.
it's, yeah,
I
like the
think the
week before,
23rd was.
the weekend
Yeah,
before.
no, it's going to be the weekend. So let's see here. I'll just
Right,
go
the
to it real
weekend
quick.
before.
November.
27th might be.
Oh wow, no, yeah, you're right. So the 28th is Thanksgiving next year,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
23rd is the Saturday previous. So
yeah.
you got lucky. You got lucky. So that's good. Yeah, look. So that's a Saturday game. What? Hey, that's fun. And we'll. Who knows where that title game will be at? But we look forward to it. That's the NWCL. The Super Draft or whatever you want to call it for the NWSL draft will be on January 12th at 7 p.m. So we're still a few weeks away from that. That'll be interesting to see what players we can bring in. We do need to get some death pieces or steal somebody. We got a nice high pick. Actually, I don't think we do have a nice high pick. I'm sorry. I take that back because we traded for Deanna Ordonez. So, yeah, we suck now. So, again, but in that regard, bro, in that regard. So, all right, but I'll move on. All right, World Cup or World Cup, man. So we obviously the men's World Cup is coming in 2026. Well, U.S. and Mexico did a joint bid. They left Canada out for some reason, but U.S. and Mexico did a joint bid. Maybe there's not women's teams in Canada, or are they just riding horses, being Mounties, but we put in a bid, and it's going to be the same format as the men. So same venues, same format, same cities, and all that good stuff. So it makes 100% total sense for FIFA to decide to choose U.S. Mexico to host the Women's World Cup. So that's going to be freaking something special, bro. The Copa America, Men's World Cup, Women's World Cup, man, and a lot of those being in Houston, bro. In Houston. That's what's going to be freaking exciting.
Right. We're North America is going to be front cover, center
Yeah.
for the world to see for like 2-3 years. World football, their eyes is gonna be on us. So it's our time to market the game, market us, take advantage of that spotlight.
You already got a million kids playing youth soccer already, so now it's just get the fans to watch the damn game and go to the damn game across the board and just sell out every stadium, every game, no matter who you are, where you are. I watch these games over in Europe, across the seas, in Spain or whatever, and they'll be sold out. They'll be tearing it up. They'll be setting the place on fire with pyrotechnics, and they're in last place. Like, like, come on, man. Where are we at, bro? Where are we at? We got to get there. We got to get there. I know we're like the sixth sport in the United States, but shit, we're the world's most popular sport. So y'all get on board. Quit bullshitting. But yeah, all right. So after the World Cup, before that, actually, that's just the World Cup thing. But we got the Gold Cup coming in February, the Women's Gold Cup, I should say. And funny enough, USA and Mexico and Argentina are in the same friggin' bracket,
Yeah, that's gonna be
bro.
spicy.
Bro, and like in Guyana and Dominican Republic, whoever wins that game gets put in that bracket as well. And unfortunately, all those games are played in LA and for that bracket.
Yep.
So that sucks. Houston does have a bracket they get to host themselves, and that's Canada, Costa Rica, Paraguay, and then here for you, Herman, the
Yeah.
winner of El Salvador versus Guatemala will be in that bracket, and Houston gets to host that entire bracket.
Yeah, it's interesting. Women's soccer in the U.S. is way ahead of the curve compared to most countries in the world.
Yeah.
Half that team from El Salvador are college players who are born here but have Salvadorian heritage. So we'll see. We'll see if they qualify, and if they do, let's see what they do in the Gold
Well,
Cup. But it's exciting to host international fixtures for women's soccer.
it'll be fun, bro. It'll be fun, and
Mm-hmm.
it's in February when right before the Dynamo will be in CCC, and when the Dynamo season doesn't start till the end of February. This one will be in the beginning of February, so you'll get your opportunity to go check out the Gold Cup if you're interested and just enjoy some international play. And USA, obviously, Dash have no players, but Mexico, you have a couple. Argentina, we still have one technically. So let's go have some fun with it. And then El Salvador, we got a lot of El Salvadorians here in Houston. We got a lot of Guatemalans here in Houston too, so you can't go wrong with
Oh
either one
yeah.
of them. But I know what your preference is. And then the final for that Gold Cup will be March 10th, and I don't even know what location that is. I didn't look that up because I didn't care.
Come on, OSG. You can't advertise it and say I do not care.
Yeah, well, I'm
I'll
pretty
look.
sure
Don't worry.
I'm pretty sure the Dynamo have a game that day, so that's why I said that. So I'll be busy. I'll be busy. So, but I'll still watch it. Of course, I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
Keep up with it. But
I
that's
will I will look it up for you. No worries. I will look it up
all
for you and I'll
right.
bring it up. Yeah.
Look it up, and come back to us as we rotate from Dash over to Dynamo News.
Yes, sir.
So it's time to get into the Dynamo News. So, like, hey, that was a good segment for 30 minutes worth of the women right there. So shout out to y'all. You know, we're gonna
Love
give
you,
you
Dash.
we're gonna give uh Dynamo now 30 minutes, and we'll keep this equal opportunity going here. So,
The final is in San Diego. That San Diego State
oh,
University Stadium.
okay, gotcha. So that'd be a good place to go. I wouldn't mind going to San Diego to watch it. So we'll see where the Dynamo are. I know the schedule's out, but I don't know that every single friggin' date right now. But let's get into it. So Dynamo, bro, out of contracts. Just everybody already knows this already. So obviously we're not going to take a lot of time on a couple of these little segments right here. But out of contracts, teenage out of contract, and I believe he's going to Saudi or something like that, or going back to Turkey or whatever. So he's going back overseas, and uh, we had a source tell us that I saw the man right before he left that had a little get together, and like he misses Houston. He misses Houston already. He hadn't even left, and he loved Houston, and he just wants the fans to know that how much he loves Houston. And we're never gonna forget him. We appreciate him. Uh, Someone even said we hope the dances continue. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
It'll be up to Bossy, but teenage. Um, Achar obviously was let go. He never even got to see a minute on the field, so
Who?
that was just an easy choice. Auguste, who we drafted, not drafted, but who we signed right after the draft and played for Dos, didn't get a lot of time because just Sebastian Rodriguez just came up and just took his spot. He was let go. Franco sent back to Paraguay with his kid, so he's going back to catch up with his wife. Sorry, Franco. No, not trying to
You
be
can
mean,
see
but
that one. You can see that
yeah,
one coming.
yeah, that one was just too obvious shit. All right, and then one a lot of people are mad at. I'm definitely not mad at. I'm good with. I'm okay with. But bye, Berdino. See you later. Enjoy your life wherever the hell you go. I mean, there's still a chance that he might come back, but not at what he wants to get paid. So you're gonna have to take a super downgrade, and you'll be a bench player.
But the cool thing, OSG, is now we got to replace him. That's the
Yeah,
cool thing.
yeah, we got
It's
to
not,
replace him.
yeah.
We have an
And
open.
we got to replace Sebas too.
We can't replace Sebas while he's here. So
That's interesting.
speaking of Sebas, his loan ended, and he's on vacation right now, but he belongs to the Dynamo again. So now he's back to us, and right now there's no links to anything or anything at all. He's back here. He'll be at practice. He'll be preseason with us. By the way, preseason will be in Guadalajara this year with the Dynamo. So we'll be back in Mexico again for our preseason again. Don't know who we'll be playing or what that little tournament will look like. But Sebas is back with the Dynamo. So very curious what we can do. We need to have someone buy him. There was a rumor that someone was going to loan that was going to accept a loan, but I don't know. That's not an option for us. We can't loan him out. That doesn't help us at all. Does not help us. All it does is free a roster spot.
So let's talk through this, OSG. Let's do a little
Yeah.
therapy.
Okay.
We know the loan does us no good. We know the loan is last resort. S- The loan means that they don't even want to play him. They don't even want to use him this year.
Right.
Right. So they basically have a loan offer from his home country in Paraguay, essentially, is
Right.
what it was.
Right.
Everybody that listens to this show knows that if we loan him, the DP is still on our books. So we don't have an open DP spot. So what do? You try to sell him on the cheap, or you try to play him for next year, knowing Verdinho is now gone?
Nah, well, I think it has a lot to do who we bring in at the same time. Like
Right.
we were talking about it in Chata, and like I don't see him as a 90. Just watching him play in Brazil at the same time this past year, I don't see him as a 90-minute man in the type of offense that we're playing right now. Granted that
Mm-mm.
the type of offense that we're playing right now is possession heavy, and we're
Yes.
attacking a lot, which could benefit him to where the ball is being played in the box a lot, and he can shoot, and he is a striker. He does not fit the tiki taka style where he can play the 1-2, the 1-2. So
Mm-mm.
he's going to be looking when he touches the ball, he's going to be looking to shoot, which is a good thing because we beg for more shooting at the same time. He will not defend, he will not hustle. He tried hustling like in the last couple of games with Vasco. I watched those games, but he only gets 20 minutes a game, so that's easy to do. You can't judge him over a 90-minute period because they weren't playing him for 90 minutes, and that's why Pat said he was disappointed. They weren't playing him for 90 minutes, but when you got Vigetti that they brought in 2 weeks after they brought in Sebas, which is a 34-year-old guy who's been killing it for Vasco. It's like, why would you play Sebas? And then Sebas is just a little bitty shrimp. It's what it looks like to me. He's just a little bitty shrimp. He's a striker, and he's a target striker. Give him the ball, and he shoots, and that's it. Otherwise, there's nothing else he can do, and that's not what the style of play the Dynamo are using right now.
And that's the key, right? And that's the key right there. And I'm curious to see if they'll give him a legit chance or if they're just trying to offload him. And we'll definitely keep you updated with any updates on that for
Yeah,
sure.
it's going to be both, bro. They're going to try to offload him. They'll give him a chance in preseason because we haven't offloaded him. We'll see if he's ready to come back and play well, and if he can impress Ben, and if he can't, then his ass will be back on the bench again. Obviously, Ben's not afraid to do that, and we still do have the buyout. Can we convince Ted to pay the buyout? And it doesn't hurt us. It doesn't hurt us in the salary cap either, and then we get our DP back. So just do it because that's what's more important to the team and the future of this team, and just fork it over, which is what 2.5 million times what 2 more years? Yeah, 2 years because 24 and 25 I think is what we got him for. So yeah, you're spending 4.5 million to tell him go home. You're a
And then
married
you
man.
spent that on the transfer fee. So you're looking at almost close to 9-10 million on
Yeah,
Sebas.
yeah,
What a
yeah.
waste.
What a waste. Yeah. Well, that's the mistake right there. Didn't. You brought him in on a year when
but
you weren't rebuilding the team yet.
and this is, first of all, happy to be having this type of conversation because the bar has been raised now. Kudos, Pat, you know, but now that the bar has been raised, we definitely need to kill this number 9 replacement signing, because if not, you just wasted $9 million. How are you going to go to Ted and ask for more money, right? Can you trust Pat to sign a DP? Is the question. We've seen him. He's been able to sign squad players, but can you trust him to make that splash signing? Which, you correct me, OSG. Our sources say that he's fishing for a big fish. I don't have any names, but that's what the source says. Correct?
Correct. Is fishing for a big fish, and yes, I do trust him to sign a good DP. Sabas was basically his first friggin' signing right after Naga. So let's go Naga, and then we go Sebas. You caught boots in the bottom of the ocean. Is what you caught. You didn't catch fish. You caught boots. Those boots have been in the water for 40 years. So they're algae growing on them and all that good stuff. So we can count that as coming in trying to make a statement and just foobarred the foobar. And it could have been more Naga for friggin' begging Pat to get him, and Pat said, "Okay, let's do this." I don't
That's
know.
interesting. That's an interesting spin right there. It could be.
Yeah,
It could be. It
yeah.
could be. I just
What?
hope the man finds his finishing touch, man. Like you said, he's a target man. He's dangerous when he gets the ball, but he does not fit the system, sadly.
No. Well, I'm hoping like, okay, if we're gonna keep him, like I'm hoping like he's not gonna be the starter. I'm hoping like if we need a goal late in the game, and the way we play, we're going to be pushing more attack. He can come in and fill the role for Aliu or for Thor, which it's probably more Aliu than Thor, or for the new guy that we bring in who's going to be the number 9, and come in and
And
score those late goals. Or if we're winning 3-0, 2-0, and you put him in late just to be a threat, that's
and
fine.
OSG, let me ask you, if we trade him to another MLS team, what
I'm not
happens to that
scared.
DP spot? No, I'm not
We
scared either.
okay, we get our DB spot back.
That's another avenue we should consider. Throw in a little sweetener in the deal, help out a trash team. Like Charlotte that needs, or a team that's DP thirsty, and see if we can convince them to take Sevas. Throw some gam or something.
Yeah, so you want to jerk somebody off to take him, because obviously everybody sees that they're not offering nothing for us. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, what an analogy to use, right? But yeah, so they see what Sebas has been doing, so nobody wants him, and so I don't know what works. You didn't have to do that right then after I just said that, but but if you're not watching the video, thank you. No, but yeah, so I don't know. We just need to, man. Like I said, I think the fool can come off the bench and play the last 20 minutes of the game and be at least a decent player that gives us effort and just and can score some goals late and maybe get 5, 6 goals through the season, 7 goals. I don't know. It's like that's just my hope, because I know we're gonna be stuck with him. We're gonna be stuck with him, bro.
So after Baird, who else got that?
Well, I think that was those were the main ones. If there was more, but yeah, they're worthless names to even mention. Vera, Avila, Nelson, the keeper Nelson, not Nelson Quinones. Yeah, nobody's special. Did you have a name in particular?
No, sir. Just like
Okay.
those players like Avila, like you mentioned.
Yeah. So then let's just move on from those that are canceled, but to those that are returning. Steve Clark took his option, so he'll be back as the keeper for us one more year. And Tarble will be his backup, and that gives Valdez one more year, who Valdez also got his option. So Valdez will be with us one more year, and we'll see what happens if Valdez gets any actually playing time for the first team next season. But he wants to be here, so he stayed. Clark will be here. Caicedo got his extension, which we've heard about a month ago now, and Tate Smith got his extension, which is good for him. That means he's been performing well after rehabbing at practice, because he did get some practice time, so that's good to hear. So you got a backup left back over there, and a backup Escobar, and and
He
the
might
big
fight for that spot. If you
yeah,
remember how he started the season, he was hot, man. He
I
looked
don't care.
really good on the left side.
Not over Escobar. Not over Escobar. Escobar's dangerous with his attitude and getting yellows and reds, so Smith will get some playing
That's
time
right.
and
That's
come
right.
in late. Yeah, so we'll be fine. But biggest fan favorite signing of the season that took us over friggin' almost 2 weeks to friggin' announce was Griff the man, believing the orange Dorsey, bro. Like finally, thank God we kept him. And we expect a lot out of him next season, and so that means Escobar will stay on the left, Dorsey will stay on the right, and here we go. Bring it, bang bang. Enter Miami. You hear what's coming next. Sorry, we don't play you next season, but but Dorsey back of the net. So good, great re-signing, and nobody. I heard he had some other teams fishing, so we put the net around him. It's like, here's the money, bro. Here to stay, and he wanted to
and,
stay. So
and that's what needed to be done. It was only a matter of when, right? It was only a matter of the money, in my opinion. He knew he wanted to stay here. We wanted him back. We need to get this man in the national team, or at least get him a tryout there. And excited for him to keep holding it down. I'm looking forward to the Dynamo marketing this man, because this dude became a star halfway through the season. We need to market this kid now that we signed him for serious money.
yeah, I'm curious to what his contract is too. By the way, to see how much money it was. So like, I don't have that in front of me, so I am curious to see what it is. But it's just a great signing, and everybody's been begging for it, and nobody complained about it. So thank God. All right, as we move on, Isaiah LaFleur was a Dynados. Like, he was a special player. Played left back, played left wing, played left mid. Just played that left side and anywhere you wanted to play him. And if we had room in the left back side, this is a kid that you wanted to keep. And I thought we could have kept him and put him on that left side. Fuck Brad Smith and Chase Ghoster. I mean Gasper. Uh, LaFleur could have been somebody that we could have used, but LaFleur ended up getting a first team contract with Philadelphia. And if Philadelphia is calling and they want to use you, bro, yeah, you take that. You take that. And I think he's from the East Coast anyway, so it just makes double sense. And Philly first team with Philly, who's a contender every year now. Like, good for you. Good for you, Isaiah LaFleur. And
I'm curious to see how they're gonna use him, because what stood out to me in Dynados was his versatility. Right,
yeah,
he was left back, he was left wing, he was on that left side anywhere they needed him to be. So I'm curious to see how uh it goes in Philly.
well, I even answered a guy who said, "All right, Houston fans, tell me about this kid." And I answered, versatile, left-footed guy that can play all three sides of the field. Did not make the first team because we didn't need a left back or a left-sided guy, but special kid, and we're gonna miss him. And the dude was happy with came back and said he was happy with the response that we gave, so he got excited about him. So expect to see Isaiah LaFleur in some highlights this year, and especially when we play him, if we even do play Philly. Like I said, I don't know the entire schedule. I don't have it memorized yet. It just came out today as we're recording.
Don't
All
worry, I got you. I'll look it up. Next
right.
topic.
All right. Brendan Burke, bro. All right. This one does not make sense to me. Not at all. Brandon Burke is a special friggin' coach and a great coach and a hot commodity. Came from Colorado Springs where he was doing a lot of good stuff over there in the USL and just
Yes, sir.
made his name over there. We bring him in here. He was Ben's best assistant, and now he's decided to go back to the USL and he went to Hartford. That's a downgrade to me. That is a downgrade. Granted, it's a head
Should
coaching position, but why'd you leave Colorado Springs? There must be something affiliated to Hartford, to the East Coast or whatever, maybe family or something that I don't know about or we haven't heard about. But that's just, it makes no sense to me. Stay in Colorado Springs, stay with us for another year, and an MLS team comes calling, by the way. And then you're a head coach of an MLS team that's a shit show and needs somebody like you to come coach it. So do not understand this move one bit. Thank you, Brendan Burke, for what you did here in Houston for the 1 year, and I hope the best for you. Maybe somebody will be calling soon.
And that was the next step in his ladder, correct? You would agree? A head coaching position in the MLS?
In the MLS, yes. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He left the MLS, went back to the USL as a head coach again. Like, if that's what he
Unless he
wants to
knows
do.
something we don't know. Is that another expansion?
No. Hartford? Boston? Where the hell that is? Whatever the closest city
Connecticut?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston then. Yeah, no, that shit, no. Expansion. No. That was just a dumb move, I think, in my in my opinion. So dumb move.
Yeah.
Fart noise, Brendan Burke. Miss you, love you. Enjoy Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah. Maybe you're trying to go to Bristol and you'll be on ESPN a couple times. All right, tell me
We
what you
do
see.
not play Philly. We
Yeah,
do
that's what I
not play
thought.
Philly.
That's what I thought. So Philly and League's Cup when we're trying to win the final.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's move on a little bit. So we did make a signing this year. This signing will most likely be for Dynados, but you never know. But he won't be playing at Shell. He doesn't have the gas, but he is Exxon Arzu. He is Honduran. He is a striker. He is versatile. He has played the right wing plenty of times. He is alone with a player option. Herman, thoughts?
Yes, I'm excited to see him develop in Dynados. I'm excited to see if he challenges for the first team in his first year. But like you said, attacking player, I believe he was noticed due to his play in the Honduran national team that went to the U20 World Cup. He was part of that team. And he plays for, I believe it's Real España, one of the bigger clubs in Honduras. So we haven't heard an official statement from the Dynamo. The only credible report that we've seen is Exxon's agent told newspaper 10, which is the sport newspaper in Honduras, that the deal's done. But we have yet to see any confirmation from the Dynamo side.
Well, no, we have.
Okay, good deal. I
We
missed
just,
it.
yeah. You definitely miss it. We just don't have a confirmation if it's a dose signing or a first team signing, which I'm pretty sure it's a dose signing.
Oh, it's those all the way. Those
Yeah,
in the article in the the agent told that it's MLS Next Pro team. So yes,
right. Yeah, it'll be next pro, and it only makes sense, especially what we've done recently. But all right, as we move on, Mauricio Gonzalez is a transfer rumor that Herman has heard about, and some of y'all have probably seen on Twitter's. But Herman's got a little more details on Mauricio Gonzalez.
yeah, no, it's that's exactly what it is. OSG, it's just a rumor. It's the Dynamo are he's on the Dynamo's watch list. Is the rumor from Colombia? This is a ESPN Colombia reporter. He stated that the young attacker is also on the Dynamo's radar. So no official word on a signing or anything like that, but that he's on our watch list. But aside from him, that's the only report. Haven't heard any new updates, and other MLS teams are looking at him as well.
First team, second team.
Second team for sure.
That's for Dos. Okay, so nothing to go up in arms about then. All right,
No, sir.
all right. So let's just move on then. Champions Cup draw had happened, and every Houston fan is 100% disappointed in the draw. We were hoping for an international team. We were hoping to be able to fly out the country and go watch a game in somewhere in Latin America and enjoy this and just have a good time. But you're not going to Latin America. You're going to shithole America. And
Oh,
we
come on
play,
now.
or St. Louis, bro. It's St. Louis. We drew St. Louis. So on February 20th at 7:00 we play at St. Louis. Remember, it's a 2-legged draw. And then on February 27th, and these are Tuesdays, by the way, for some stupid reason. At 9:30, we host St. Louis. 9:30 Central. Good job, CCC, you idiots. Tuesday night, 9:30. Oh my God. Dumb.
Yeah, they need to start that fixture time earlier. Ever since I remember, they play those late 9:30 slots. I don't know why they don't move it the first game at 6 so the second game can start at 8 or 8:15 or 8:30. But on a Tuesday, man, 9:30,
Yeah.
that's going to be a 7-1-3 night for sure.
Well, one, how do we get a 7:00 the week before and then a 9:30 the week after?
Right.
Two,
Right. Right.
why is
Right.
it not on the weekend? What else are we doing on the weekend that we can't play the damn game on the weekend for a CCC? Like,
Yeah.
come on. This is retarded. Like, I don't get it. I
And
don't get
and it makes sense if it was like a Latin American team because their season's already underway by then. But two MLS teams played on the weekend, like you say, man.
it.
And that way it's the only CCC game and you can put it on 7:30.
Whatever. Mexico can change their damn schedule to whatever league it is can change their damn schedule to where we're playing on the weekend. They can play their damn league game during the middle of the week. It's CCC Tuesday night, 9:30. Me living two and a half.
Local
Yeah,
time.
yeah, but it'll be 2.5 hours away. Obviously, I will not be able to go to that game unless I'm taking time off from work to just to go to this, which I want to do, but Jesus, why make me do that, bro? Like, why make me lose that? But anyways, the winner of St. Louis and Houston will get Columbus. We'll get the MLS champions in the next round for another
Mm.
2-leg. So home and away. So we'll get Columbus there. We'll get Columbus here. Actually, it'll be the other way around. We'll get Columbus here, and then we'll get Columbus there if we can get past St. Louis. So that'll be very interesting. But again, MLS versus MLS. How lucky can we be?
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's if paper plays out, then our next round, if we can get past Columbus, most likely would be Tigres or Orlando. So that would be interesting if we can get Tigres. I would love it. I would love it a lot. The gods will put us against Orlando if we make it that far, just to have MLS versus MLS again. And then semifinal, if we're even lucky to make it that far. Semifinal, if paper plays out, would be Monterrey, Inter Miami, or Cincinnati. I'm going to cross out Inter Miami right now. I do not believe in them one friggin' bit. I don't care who they have on their team, what players they're bringing on their team. They're going to be a friggin' nursing home, and the logo on their shirt should be a red cross. That's because they're just going to be injury prone, and they're gonna need an old folks home to sponsor them. So that'll be interesting. But that's the CCC. So any other comments on the CCC?
We'll be there
Maybe.
at 9:30.
Yeah. 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 Jesus Christ. Getting out of the stadium at 11:30 on a Tuesday night just sounds so stupid, bro.
Yeah, I'm showing up late the next day.
Yeah, I'm not showing up at all if I go to the game. So, all right, let's just move on to the other tournament that belongs in the United States. It isn't happening anymore, or is it? But now we got the U.S. Open Cup. So MLS announced that U.S. Open Cup will not be played by the first teams. That the next pro teams will be playing with the USL teams, and then those other less Liga teams. But as of today, as we're recording, Open Cup came out and announced they will not accept that from MLS. So I don't know who to believe and who's in charge. MLS does not have to put their teams in Open Cup that they want to. Open Cup can't decide, hey, you have to put your teams in here. Like I said, I don't know what the contract is. I don't know what the deal is between those two. But if MLS was dog enough to say, hey, we're not putting our first teams in there, obviously they read the wording and the fine print. So we'll see how this plays out. But as of right now, we're still not playing our first teams in the Open Cup, which is a disappointment. I'm okay with it in the end because the schedule is just so freaking fixated. There's just so many freaking games, so that's fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna
And
be
if
mad
that
about it.
does go through, our MLS Next Pro teams are the ones who would play, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will be fun because you get to see Dynamo versus the USL team, i.e., San Antonio Scorpions for us local people. Can't do their
And more
RGB Toros
importantly,
because they don't exist no more.
damn, you hate to see that, dude. You
Ah,
really hate to see
who
that.
cares? We had no involvement with them. No, I'm
Come
just
on,
kidding.
man. Come on.
No,
But I am looking forward to seeing our youngsters, develop and face USL teams in the Open
yeah,
Cup, right?
yeah,
Like our Dynados are full of young stars. I want to see them against professional teams, like USL teams. See how they
yeah.
stack up against them.
It'll be very helpful for them to see them play like
Development.
that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then get a chance to play with our MLS teams. So and like, hey, they can do this. Maybe we should call this guy up and see what he can do on the first team if we need him. We need his help. So that's good.
Right.
All right, so that's that. Blah 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 blah. All right, so we had the super draft a couple nights ago, or yeah, no,
Yesterday.
yesterday, yeah, yesterday as we record. And bro, Dynamo got an A+ in this super draft, and what they got two friggin' steals: Steven Gayempi and
Mm-hmm.
Osami Silla. And bro, they were projected number 2 and number 8 in the draft. And we got them at 26 and 55. First and second round, bro. So let's just
So
start with
one,
Steven
yeah, yeah,
Gayemi.
striker out of Virginia.
Freshman, all ACC freshman of the year. Scored the most goals for the team, 10 goals, had 5 winning goals. Won the game 5 times this year, projected second overall, one of the generation Adidas players. So his contract is nothing to us. And he fell to 26, bro. He fell to 26. And I don't know why he fell, to tell you the truth. I couldn't
I
find nothing
I
on it.
can I can tell you why. Yeah, that one I did find why he fell. There were rumors before the draft that he would sign with a European team. That
That's
European teams were looking for him.
that's the other guy.
No, it's the Virginia striker.
I thought I read that was the Silla guy. Yeah, the Silla guy was the European guy. But anyways,
Anyway, for me, it's a win because at 26, you weren't expecting to find this type of talent. So take the risk, man.
for sure, take the fucking risk. But
High high reward.
yeah, and like he fell so far, and they're like, why not? Why not? What else were we gonna do with that pick? So it worked. It definitely worked out in our favor, bro. Like so. Simi, and then the other guy was Osami Silla, who is a national friggin' champion, bro, with Clemson, back-to-back champions as
That's
well. So he's a champion
that's correct.
player. He's a midfielder. He was projected eighth, and we got him at 50 fucking 5. So what a friggin' steal right there. What a stud. You get an A plus for both those friggin' picks, man.
Now it's gonna be interesting their development, right? How are they involved in Dynados? Are they gonna and their progression through the year? That's what I'm most excited to see this year from both of them.
And can either one of them make the first team roster, or will they be
Correct.
straight, or will they
Correct.
be straight to dose? But man, they got a lot of potential right there. And if you got the number 2 pick and the number 8 pick with both your picks, like damn,
And
bro.
when you say that, you mean like the second best ranked and eighth best ranked prospect according to many people.
Yeah,
Like basically,
well,
yeah,
projected.
the
Yeah,
draft board basically.
yeah.
So
It
yeah,
was
good job, Pat.
yeah, 100% good job. Come on, man. What the heck's going on here? Why won't it show me?
Your Twitter's not working?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, mine neither.
No,
X
for
is down.
real.
X is down.
X
Well,
is
mine isn't working either. Mine isn't working. I don't know if it's
X
down or not.
X. It has to be down because I can go to another person and I can't see shit. Yeah, X is down right now. Damn, because Asher
X is
tweeted about.
down.
Yeah, because even Asher tweeted about it too. So
Yeah, it was our boy. If you go to the Discord, shout out to the Discord community, La Hinchada. You can join us, join the conversation. If you are a Dynamo fanatic, which if you made it this far, I'm pretty sure you are, join the hinchada. It's really people that love the team that talk Dynamo all day, every day, literally. Tony Rubio, shout out to Tony Rubio. He reached out to Asher and asked him directly about that. And let's see if I can find the screenshot real quick
well, you actually have
so
a
I can read it
screenshot.
to you.
Yeah, because
Rubio posted it in the hinchada, so I'm searching
oh
it
yeah,
for it real quick.
what the hell's going on with X though? Where shit's not working
But
right now?
But it's interesting now that we're talking about strikers. Where do you see Thor in this OSG? Opportunity for him to take a spot?
No,
There's a 9 spot open. No, you don't think
no,
so?
no.
Why?
He's a Sebas. Look at you,
Yep.
like sneaking around your microphone, like hiding
I
behind
just,
the
I just
wall.
trying,
Man.
to, trying to,
Nah, bro. Like
asking
Thor,
you, man.
Thor's a target striker too, and we don't. Target strikers are great. I think a target striker could, like I said earlier, a target striker can work in our system because of the way because we have the players now who can play well. We high possession, we get the ball in the attacking, but they don't do the work that Ben Olsen prefers, and they don't defend, they don't hustle, they just wait for the ball and do the little bit of work right then and there. So, no, like Aliyu with this break, he's going to come back a man on fucking fire. Uh, uh, we're definitely going to bring in a number 9 from the market as expected, and so we'll see if that number 9 gets a start, or if it'll be Aliyu, or they fight for time, or what the hell goes on. But Thor, nah.
So you were right. It is, or at least Asher, um, that's what Asher answered. It was Silla.
Yeah,
So the second round pick, the
yeah,
midfielder. So my apologies to the audience.
and that's why
OSG was right. So
and
I'll just read the conversation basically.
okay,
Asher tweeted, started the day with pick number 26 and 55 and ended the day with 2 of the highest rated attacking prospects in the draft. Great job, D89 Roberts, to get our team ready for today. Tony Rubio asked him, Asher, it was reported that Silla was going to sign in Europe, and that's why he fell so low in the draft. Is there hopes we can convince him to sign with the Dynamo? Asher responded, nothing is guaranteed, but we have been in close contact with his agent and spoken with the player who told us he is excited for an opportunity in Houston.
Hey, let's go for it, bro. Both of them can make the first team.
I'm with you, man. I mean, low risk, high reward. You know, what the hell happened to our second round pick last year?
Who?
He gone. Exactly.
Who? I don't even remember who it was. To tell you the truth.
We interviewed him, dude.
No, that was the third round pick, bro.
It was.
Yeah, it was a third round pick, and he was a freaking. He's been a Pirot has been a pro over there, scoring goals and goals and goals and goals and
I've
goals
seen
and
that.
goals. Yeah, man's a fucking stud. I don't. I think he wanted.
We only bring you bangers on this podcast.
That's right. That's what's up, bro. All right, let's move into the last segment. So before we move into the last segment, any transfer rumors you want to throw out there, or you want me to shoot down for you?
Take it away, dude. Aside from the ones we spoke, I haven't heard anything. The pipe dream is Griezmann, but I mean
that's a pipe dream, and you're smoking
right.
crack. You're smoking crack.
Just a little bit. It's past midnight.
Cheat. God damn. Chicharito.
Any other rumors?
Yeah, Chicharito.
Oh, Chicharito. Oh yeah. That's I need it.
No, it's still a joke, bro. You better shut the fuck up. I'll come through that screen.
I need it, OSG.
Crack your neck, bro. That's the stupidest move we could ever make. So,
the guy's a professional poacher, dude.
Can be a professional poacher, but it just makes no sense for the Dynamo right now. So no, screw you, screw off. Anybody else that wants him, that was for you too. Screw you, screw off. No, does not make no sense. He doesn't need to be here.
Why not?
You got better potential for Carlos. He's hurt. You don't know when he's going to return. He's injury prone. He played 9 whole games last year for them. He's going to be a DP to come here. He's not going to take less than a DP. So let's not even just pretend like where he's going to take less money. He'll be a DP. You're going to pay a DP to be injury prone to come in and get you 4 goals because he only played 9 fucking games in the season. He played 9 games last year. No, and like
better
I said,
than Sebas.
Yeah, whatever. Baird scored 10, so we figured it out, right? All right, but this dude is hurt and still will not be ready, so he won't play CCC. He won't be ready for the opening day of the season. So when do we get him back? No, we're wasting the position, wasting the spot, wasting for a 38,000-year-old player. No, let's go find somebody younger who's got maybe high potential, that's got more, not as proven as him, because obviously Chicharito proven. He's not as proven no more. He's proving down now. No. Goddamn people need to leave that man alone. Let him go somewhere else. We're trying to pull him here. We're trying to be his buddy. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to tweet at him. Say Houston's a nice place.
I'll tell you what I told Hinchada. If Chicharito...
Tell us, OSG.
Yeah. Watch. Your face is going to change. If Chicharito comes to Houston, I'm done with Noodle Time. I will give up.
What?
Yeah, bro.
What?
That's how much I do not want him here. That's how much I'm telling y'all.
Oh, my God.
He does not belong here. Get the fuck out of here. He does not belong here. No.
Wow. That's a statement, sir.
He would not help us, bro. He would not help us. He would hinder us.
Oh, wow.
He would hinder us more than he would help us. Period.
I'm just poking you, man. It's fun to poke you. But yeah, any other transfer rumors, man? What else you got, dude? What else we talking in each other?
No, there are no more transfer rumors. That's it.
We need them.
No matter.
It's like that meme. You got any more transfer rumors? We need
Yeah,
him.
no matter what else somebody else says, there are no more legitimate transfer rumors right now.
Oh man.
I'm gonna bring my paddle board out soon with the hole right there in the fucking middle of the paddle board. Spank your child. All right, but anyways, so yeah, there's nothing else going on in the transfer world right now. We're just kind of like we're just linked to this, linked to that. Nothing really linked at all. No names, no nothing. We just know Pat is cooking and he's working, and we know how it works because they don't announce nothing. Rumors don't get out for the Dynamo at all. They're real good about being secretive, but if something comes out, you ain't gonna know about it because we're not gonna tell you. It's the secret of the news that we get in Hinchada stays in Hinchada. So reach out to me or Herman and we'll get you into Hinchada. Don't ask Herman. He doesn't even talk in Hinchada.
I sure don't.
He did
I mean,
today.
they talk all day, every day, 24/7 Dynamo, and
No,
I'm
not
not even kidding.
it's not 24/7. It's all day, and then the evenings kind of quiet down.
12/7.
Yeah, the evenings kind of quiet down, which kind of sucks for me because I'm busy at work all day, and
Right.
I just get to read, and then I come home at night, and it just quiets down. You got to start a conversation, but it's funny, and the pipe dreams live large in Hinchada. So hit us up if you want to join Hinchada and come on over. It's better than Facebook because we're having conversations. We're not replying to one each other's comment or whatever. You're actually having conversations. So it's better than better than Reddit as well. So come to Hinchada. It's a Discord. There's a bunch of us, and like Herman said, it's pretty consistent talk. But let's move on to the next segment, which is the last segment. It's the season schedule came out today as we record on a Wednesday. And so nothing too special. It is what we expected, but bro, we start off the first 4 weeks of the season. We have 3 home games, bro. We have SKC at home, Red Bulls at home. We have a bye, and then Portland before we go on the road to Colorado to start the season. You're number one.
9 points. Oh no,
Yeah,
I was just pointing. The home opener is SKC.
yeah. Looking forward to that. Start off with the rival, with Red Bulls, and then a bye week 3, and then Portland at Colorado. Then we come back home to play San Jose. So 4 of the first 5 games are at home, which is freaking crazy, bro.
Got to take advantage of that, OSG. You got to take
Mm,
advantage of that.
yeah, for sure. All
These
right,
are the
then.
games that you're later in the year are regretting not getting points in. So we got to
Yeah,
take advantage of them.
yeah, absolutely. We get Austin 3 times again. This time it's 1 at home, 2 away. Uh, we get 420 against Austin at home, and then away
Nice.
we get 515, which is a friggin' Wednesday game, which is stupid. Again, granted, it doesn't affect me at all because I'm 20 minutes away from the stadium, from Q2 Stadium, so I get to enjoy that game. But it sucks for the traveling Houston fans wanting to go see that game, which means they got to take the day off and catch the bus early. And then the last game is September 21st away, so that'll be a Saturday. So 2 Saturdays and a stupid Wednesday on the road. God, stupid, just stupid. Again, stupid. MLS, way to go, Garber. We get Dallas twice. We get 1 away on 427 and 1 home on 518. So both those games are pretty early. So we got 4 games early against Austin and against Dallas. For stupid Copa Tejas, I don't know which. Maybe they'll take that Wednesday game out for Copa Tejas because they can choose 1 home and 1 away. So who knows? So Copa Tejas won't be decided till September. I don't know when Dallas and Austin play. And then the final game of the season is at St. Louis on 10-5. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. The final 3 weeks of the season is at St. Louis on 10-5. Then we have a bye. And then we, coincidentally, which seems like is every friggin' year, we play home against LA Galaxy on 10-19.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And for you idiots that want Chicharito to be on the team, if he is on the team, I guess he gets to play against him for the last game. But he'll be hurt. So don't.
Revenge game.
He'll be hurt.
Revenge game.
He'll be hurt, so don't worry about it.
Have to scream, but I try to do the Chicharito LeBron James, dude.
Is that what that is? I thought you were a sumo wrestler or the Japanese wrestler.
Hey man, I have put on a few pounds during this hibernation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hibernation.
I don't know. That's just what it looked like. If you were in a diaper, that would have been Japanese sumo wrestling for sure. Yes, there it is. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, don't knock your water over and slip and hurt yourself. But that
Oh
is
man,
that is the
simple.
season. That is the season schedule. So a lot of interest is going out to the fans. Who would you? What away day would you like to go to besides Austin and Dallas? Which ones would you be curious to go to if you want? If you're one of those that get to travel to away days. So Herman, I ask you that question before we end up. Away day?
Probably a Eastern Conference opponent since we don't play them often. You know.
Yeah, you got
Um.
Atlanta, DC, Vancouver.
eh,
Well, I know Vancouver's out east, but
Right. But to me, DC or Atlanta. Atlanta, just because the stadium looks badass.
see,
I want to experience that atmosphere.
that's why I
DC
don't want to
United,
go.
yeah. At DC United, I want to go to that new stadium too. And plus a winnable game, in my opinion. So it's always nice to win on the road, right? But yeah, it'd be like an Eastern opponent that we usually don't play against. Chicago, I think, is another one,
Yeah,
and like it's not too bad to fly to Chicago. And if it's in the summertime, it's a great time to visit Chicago.
yeah. I think
Um,
Albatillon has already decided they're doing Chicago.
there
So
you go,
that's where
good stuff.
Albatillon is going. Surge are still in the voting process to figure out what they want to do. Um, but I don't want to go to Atlanta because it's in a football stadium, so it's not the soccer atmosphere. Even though there'll be a lot of fans there, it'd be kind of
It's
like,
nice, OSG.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice.
the
Go to
stadium.
it,
The
bro.
stadium is nice. So what?
Yeah.
I want a soccer atmosphere, not a football atmosphere.
Well, they have more people than us. I mean,
Yeah,
on an average day.
they do, but the stadium's half empty at the same time, so it feels like it's us.
So is ours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's all good. It's all
Hopefully
good.
not next year, though. Hopefully not next year. Hopefully
Yeah,
not next year.
it'll be attendance will be a little better next year as long as we keep up
Tickets
the
starting
good.
at $17.
There,
$17.
there
So
you go. Get your
yeah,
SG ticket, please. But
that's what I'm talking about.
man, so I think we're gonna leave it at that tonight. And we had a good time. We took it over into Thursday night as we're recording this crap. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. And like I said, Foxtrot is in Venezuela enjoying his 2 weeks vacation, Christmas with his family in Venezuela. I was lucky enough to have Herman here with me tonight from Dynamico, still part of Foxtrot TV. So, man, y'all know where to find us. Noodle Tempio, Dynamic Foxtrot, Herman, OSG, Foxtrot TV. We're on all platforms as far as audio, and we're still going to keep going during the off season. So as news comes out, we're still waiting on that damn head coach for the Dash. We'll do another one. So we'll still have news. We'll let the news build up. Maybe not as much as we did this time, to where it took an hour and 23 minutes at this point right now. And we'll try to do them. We'll try to do them a lot quicker, and just give you something to listen to, because I know you're missing your news, your Dynamo news. Maybe not as much as your Dash news, but some of y'all do miss your Dash news at the same time. So we're looking to have some fun. We're looking to keep going. Uh, I keep promising interviews, but uh, you know, don't get me started on that. I'll vent off the air about that, so you don't have to hear it. But we'll see what's going on. We're here for y'all. We're going to bring you the news, and we keep it going. And our Dynamo media friends with the Dynamo are, I believe, on vacation right now, so they're enjoying their free time because they don't get much of it either. They're in off season just like the rest of the boys, so I hope they're enjoying their vacation. And can't wait till they come back.
Yeah, this is your show. So if you see us in person or join the hinchada, leave talk to us there or tweet at us. or comment on the videos anything you would like to see, or any comments or any improvements or any suggestions. Is always welcome. This is your show. And happy holidays to you and your loved ones.
Let's go. So, that's how we do it. Check out Dynamico in Spanish. New episode coming out. No telling when, to tell you the truth, Herman.
Coming soon. Coming soon. It might be a Christmas present. I don't know. But tell your friends about Dinamico, Spanish coverage for the Houston Dynamo. A buddy of yours speaks Spanish, just take them to the YouTube channel, man. Simple.
There you go. Or the audio versions, Apple Music,
or the audio version,
Spotify, all platforms. To tell you the truth, you can find us no matter what. Subscribe, and you'll get Noodle Time. You'll get Dynamico. You'll get, even if we do an instant ramen where we interview somebody, you'll get them all at the same time because they're all in the same place. So check it out. Subscribe to us. Follow us on Twitter. Say hello on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Old Soccer Guy on Instagram. Dynamic Foxtrot on Instagram, even Herman on Instagram. So just follow us all. We'll bring you shit. They're all a little bit of different. Have fun. We're serious, but we're not so serious, and we're not there every friggin' day, posting every 5 friggin' minutes either. So some of it'll be retweets, some of it'll be reposts, but we'll bring you some of our own news when we have it. We're out there just trying to be. So with that being said, we're an hour and 26 minutes in, plus the intro and the outro. So I think it's time to just say, stay noodle, and H is up, right? Because this
almost fearless.
This old soccer guy's going to bed. Peace, people. See ya.